My first guests will reprise their roles as Jonathan and Jennifer Hart this Friday at 9, right here on NBC. Love that network. In the Heart to Heart, home is where the heart is. It is a pleasure to welcome Robert Wagner and Stefanie Powers.
The girl on the balcony, but thank you very much.
No, you followed them fine. First of all, thank you very much for coming on the show. I'm quite familiar with the Heart to Heart series. I watched it a lot when I was a kid.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was in my late 20s. I was going through a difficult time. And you're back and you're making more of these shows now. Is that right?
We're making 2-hour movies. We're making 4 2-hour. I don't want to. You can jump in here anytime you want.
Allow me to explain. They're making 2-hour. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We're making 4 2-hour movies, and it's a new format for us, which we like very much because in the hour show we were always pulling the plot along. We had very little time to develop the relationship, and now we do, which is nice.
Well, as I remember from the TV show, the relationship is that they're incredibly wealthy and they're very happy, and you guys played, I think, the happiest married couple I ever saw. No, which is terrific. I just always thought, well, gee, if I'd been married that long, you always call each other darling, and you seem very happy, and you would never have spats or anything.
It's possible.
You think it's possible? I'm very skeptical.
I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, no, I am. I just am in my own life. I would like to think that I could get married and be really rich and solve crimes.
Well, maybe that could be possible.
Yes, maybe there's a girl out there for you. You know,
who will solve crimes with me?
Yeah.
That would be great. I would love that. Well, you have a clip of the new show.
We do.
That you want to show, first of all. So let's take a look. Does it need any setting up or anything?
Well, I don't think so. We just climbed out of a hot tub. You'd like that if you got married.
Yes, I would. Let's take a look at this clip from, what's the name of this particular 2-hour movie? It's...
Heart is where the home is?
Heart is where the home is. All right, let's take a look at this clip.
I think so.
Morning, Max. Telegram for you, Mrs. H.
Telegram? I didn't think people sent telegrams anymore. Like an old movie when you get a wire that someone close to you is...
Something wrong, darling?
Eleanor Biddlecombe died. An automobile accident.
I'm sorry, darling.
Eleanor Biddlecombe, isn't that the woman you used to work for back at the newspaper and what's-its-face?
Kingman's Ferry. She was more than just someone I used to work for, Max. She was my teacher, my mentor.
That's good.
Basically, what happens is that Jennifer inherits a town, and
like Kim Basinger.
No, she bought a town.
Oh, same
Jennifer
deal.
inherits the town.
Oh, I see.
And then the adventure begins.
Max was about to say, isn't that the girl I used to hit on all the time? That's his next line.
It's a very good Max impression.
Oh, I do a lot of Max.
He used to narrate the opening of the show.
Right.
And he'd be talking about who you are, and then he'd say at the end, and when they met, it was murder.
You know, there was a film that was made called Double Indemnity that Billy Wilder made. It was with Barbara Stanwyck and Edward G. Robinson and Fred McMurray. And that used to be on they used to advertise movies with 24 sheets. And that was their slogan. When they met, it was murder. So I stole it.
And now you're being sued. What a happy story.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd fill you in on that.
Now, in this, I remember what was interesting about your show is you guys aren't detectives at all. You're not detectives. So murders just kind of have to happen wherever you are.
It's very dangerous to be a friend of the heart.
I used to notice that. You guys would go to some friend's dinner party and someone would get a kitchen knife through their forehead. And it was just like, oh, a murder, we better solve it.
When we did the show on a weekly basis, we had no friends. There were no friends.
Well, look at this.
And Max didn't have a bedroom.
And we didn't have a bathroom.
No.
But now, as we just saw from the clip, now you live in an all-white house and walk around in white robes.
Yes. Well, our house burned down. You know, it was 10 years ago that we did that show, and the set was destroyed. So in the first 2-hour movie that's already been on, we had to do something to establish why we didn't go back to our old house, and so we burned the house down.
With the intent of rebuilding it. But that is a white kitchen, isn't it? Very white.
Yes, it is a white kitchen.
It's very white, isn't it?
Yeah, extremely
We
white.
don't go into that kitchen anymore. And I don't think we'll ever be in there if you don't like it.
I didn't say, did I say, we could play the tape back. Did I say I didn't like the kitchen? I just commented that it was all white.
One of the reasons I don't think we're going to go back in there is because it's very hard to light. You know? To photograph white is very difficult.
I didn't think we'd get down to this. The conversation has taken a turn that I didn't expect.
I know you're so interested in the show and the aspects of the show.
It's very white.
Yes, it is very white.
See?
It also doesn't look as if we have any food.
You're the heart couple. You don't need food.
And when they met, it was murder.
Now, let me ask you something. Many people believe that you two are actually married. Is that not true?
We are married, but not to each other.
Ah, okay. But it's like a Dixie Riddle cup. All right.
Do you mean like when we... you mean like when we walk down the street?
Yeah. Don't people think that the both of you are married because you've played the hearts so many times and that you've actually... Didn't you do a play? Didn't you do love letters?
We did love letters together, yes.
That's going to further that
We were
image.
driving down the street one time when we were doing love letters and in a rented car. And we were dressed up in... I had a dinner jacket on and she had a beautiful black evening gown on. And the light was on us. We couldn't get the light off in this rental car.
The interior light.
So the interior light's on it, and when we're driving down the street, we're lit up, right? And the cars are going like this, you know, and you're yelling at us, and so I just said, well, we usually drive around like this, just, you know, so people can see us. They believe it.
Yes, we're playing Miami next weekend. We just drive around.
So we
You
drive
do that.
around
You should drive across America just in a
Helps
car that's
the
interior
ratings,
lit.
you know?
We're thinking about that. It's not a bad idea for a show, you know, going across America in a lighted car.
I could be your...
It could be good, you know. We could maybe...
Could I be your goofy sidekicks?
Yeah, sure.
Come on.
It'd be great.
I'd be the gangly guy in back. He's like, where are we going? What's up? Someone get murdered?
Super. It'd be great.
You heard it here first. All right, well, I am looking forward. It's the heart-to-heart. Home is where the heart is, and best of luck with this, because these are fun characters. It's a fun show, and it is NBC at 9 this Friday. So everyone watch for it.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Brilliant. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. All right, we'll be right back.